Hey, Hammy, how are you doing? Did you have a nice weekend? Good. I'm doing great, thank you. Yeah, just have it mapped out in my head what I want to accomplish with this, and I am ready to paint. I am all set. This is gonna be good. I don't have a lot of time to get this one done, and that's kind of a good thing because I can tend to take my time with it. It's good to have a deadline with things, and you know, kind of forces you to get it done and work a little bit more efficient. It's good. So good. I'm glad. And how's that coming for you? She's grape tomatoes, even if they were given to me, peeling all those buggers took forever. So you made, oh, you said salsa, made salsa. I was like, sales, what are you talking about? Misread it, salsa. Right, salsa. What sketch are you working on, by the way? Coquette, what's up? How are you? We missed you on Saturday. It was a fun game. We had a good time. A statue study? What's the statue of? Yeah, you missed the fun. You're not missing the drama, though. There's a lot of drama. Woo! It's rich. Very rich. Something else. It is something else. Turn this down on my end just a little bit. It is something else. Nothing we haven't been through before. It's the same stuff. All the same. All the same. All the same. It's always the same stuff. Just trying to get a little bit more color here. I need a palette cam is what I need. Palette cam. This might work. Statue is called Rape of the Sabine Woman. I know that one. No, I didn't know the name before I started. Back in the day, it meant kidnapping. That's in. Piazza degli Uffizi, Florence, I think. Three figures together with was my thought process. That's a good one. That's a very good statue. In fact, I've drawn that one too. I drew it from real life. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was asking, it wasn't a big deal. I was asking about Tank because Tank's just cool. I like his posts and stuff. But he seems like one of those private people, so you don't need to ask. He wants to keep to himself, and I respect that. You never know. I like his forum posts, though. They're fun. I've been having too much fun on those posts. It's too much. It's too ripe for me, that place. It's like very fertile for me to do what I enjoy doing, which is messing with people who take it too serious. So I wasted too much time. I've wasted too much time, like today and yesterday. Stuff, and every once in a while, like I get that way, I get on this roll, and then I have to pull myself away from it. It's too much fun. It really is too much fun, but it just wastes my time. I mean, isn't it crazy? Isn't it absolutely? It's like, I can't believe people are real like this. I can't believe. I don't know why I'm always surprised. It's so petty. And I can't believe these are adults saying this stuff. I mean, I'm not the most mature person. We all know that. But boy, it's a very unreasonable situation. It is a little bit. It is a shame, though, I have to say, because so many people are angry, and that's never good when people are angry. I don't like that. It's just a game, and we need to chill. I mean, that's why I get up and I try to. My signal is not the greatest, so we'll try to stick around. Okay, that's fine, Hammy. That's why I do what I do. I try to make jokes of everything, and sometimes at people's expense. But I mean, sometimes they kind of deserve it, and people need to be. I don't know. It's weird. It's the whole thing is just weird to me. Okay, I'm going here today. But I whispered. Good game to Tortoise. What's that call her? I whispered good game immediately after the game, and she immediately just responds by accusing us of cheating, and she was mean and just. It was very disrespectful. And she didn't have any evidence. She typed out 75% of our team was not our team, which is not true. Oh yeah, and it's not about that. It's not about cheating. It's just she's being a bad sport. But as a leader, you set the tone for people, and she shouldn't. I mean, look. Thank God this is just in a game, and it's not like out in real life type of thing, because she is utterly incompetent and should not be leading anything, in my opinion. That was such shameful behavior, and to accuse us of cheating like immediately after, like while the game was going, just based off of one or two accusations without having any evidence. Yeah, and that's why they're never going to get better, is because they're never going to look at themselves as something that needs to improve. They're never going to look at what they need to do to improve. They're pointing fingers at us, and they're getting angry, and so they're actually going to get worse because people who are angry, they stop thinking rationally, and they're not going to improve even more. And they're just going to go down. And it's the reason why this is so bad, obviously, you know this, I'm preaching to the choir, but I mean, there are people on their team, and hey, they're making the active decision to stay in that group. But, you know, she's bringing everybody down with her, and that's not what a good leader does. That's not leadership right there. Like, she's really abusing a lot of people's trust. And it kind of makes me wonder about people like Deso and those people who I think they're still toxic. But it makes me wonder if kind of they had a point. Yeah, you're right, Hammy. That was so embarrassing. Even if we had a stacked team, so what? Try to beat the stacked team. Well, true, but it's like they're saying things like in the game, it's very sad that they can't get 30 people, 30 friends. What does that say about them? That is so unnecessary to say. Like, when you're going there and accusing people of not having enough friends because they're this, they're this, they're that, when you don't even have any evidence of what you're saying other than you don't recognize names, they're too lazy to have done any research. Like, Miz is a fanatic with this stuff. He goes through and he researches stuff like crazy. But a good leader does that. They want, if she cares so much about who she's playing with, she should have done her research beforehand, but she was too lazy. I told her, I said, that's not true, your accusations. And I said, I really resent that. Yeah, exactly, yes. And, you know, you don't do that to people. You don't, and again, as a leader, you don't bring your group into something like that. I mean, it was something else. So, I mean, I lost all respect for that person, and you know, I wasn't mean about it. I just said, you know, I told her, I said, look, you know, I always say good game at the end, and whenever you lose, you're always mad and you're always pissed off. Like, she never says good game after a loss, ever. But I do. Like, when we lost against them, like probably a month ago, I said good game, that was a very good win. And, you know, they don't do that stuff with us. And I don't go on the forums and say these things. I don't. I'm telling you right now, and you know, hardly anybody watches this, but the forums, I'm not going to go on there and start saying, hey, you said that, because nobody's going to be convinced. It's just mudslinging, so that's not the place to really have a conversation, unfortunately. And, you know, and plus, it's kind of also, I don't know how worth it really is. But it was just really just mean. And fine, you know, I mean, we can take it, but, like, again, if I'm leading something like that, I'm going to bring my team down, put them in that position of being assholes. I mean, she can do whatever she wants. It's her group, and those people there choose to follow that. So, hey, you know, if that's what they want, fine. But it was just utterly pathetic. Totally pathetic. They have no evidence at all. They have no evidence. When I asked who it was that was not in our group, she couldn't answer. I asked for specifics, she couldn't answer. She's just not a nice person. I don't know what else to say. Not a nice person. So at this point, what am I going to do? I'm going to mess with her. That's what I'm going to do. If she wants to play that game, teabag the shit out of her is what I'm going to do. Next time we come up, I'm going to target her. I haven't been targeting her. I've been going after people. Like, I don't really focus people down. Now I'm going to target her. I'm going to specifically go after her, even if it's not always strategic. And it is a good strategy because she leads. Demoralize them. Before, I was being respectful. You know, I reached out to her, Coquette. I don't know if I told you. I reached out to her originally to encourage her. And I specifically asked Ms. for her information because I heard she was feeling bad. Yeah, no mercy. I heard she was feeling bad, you know, and as a leader, or as former one, I know how that feels. And I said, you know what? I'm going to encourage her and I'm going to be nice because I don't like that she feels bad. That's literally, and you can ask Ms. this. That's what I said. And, you know, I reached out to her and I encouraged her. I said, look, you know, you're doing great. Just, it can be hard. Just don't let it get to you. Everybody goes through this stuff. This is the stuff that I said to her. And it's like she totally didn't care. Like at first, like I don't know, but like that's why I reached out. She'll never say that stuff openly. She just says we're cheaters, we're bad people, we're this, we're that, without any evidence. So yeah, I am now actively going to search her out and systematically destroy her in the game. That's what I'm going to do. That is now my goal. It is. I am not too pleased with her behavior. Krynn must destroy. And there it is. That's what she wants to do. She did this to herself. Queldar! You don't turn the other cheek. What are you doing, man? I'll turn her other cheek. Well, she's being a dick. And I was already like really nice to her. I was very patient too. This isn't the kind of the first thing. And, you know, look, in real life, she might be a fine person, but this was not an act somebody who has respect does. Like, she's really bringing a lot of people down because she's just such a poor sport. She's a poor sport. She's being a dick. And anyway, so now she's going to have to pay for that. It's just how it is. Sometimes you have to stand up. Good, Coquette. That actually warms my heart to hear. Hiya! Is that what they say in Asia? In Asia? You know, I was literally just thinking I miss our group, and then Queldar appears, Hammy is here. Coquette is now a part of our group, which is really nice. I really do like having Coquette. It's nice. Krynn is not going to take it anymore. I was nice. I am a nice person. That actually needs to go over more. Okay. I see what it did. He's not in Asia right now, I don't think. Are you, Queldar? He has Asian in his blood. Now, are you saying it's kind of because of the trip, or are you saying you're part Asian? What are you saying? We don't know. We don't know what he's saying. We don't know what he's saying. Hey, Queldar, and after you answer that question, you are part Asian. I can see that. Cool. One second. Let me fix this. What I was going to ask was, I forgot. It's going to come back to me, though. I'm kind of focusing at the moment. One second. Okay. What I was going to ask was, how is your painting coming? It looks like a smiley face with a... Is this really a corrupt lawyer? Yes. He's my uncle. All lawyers are corrupt. We know this, right? I'm not going to start doing the lawyer jokes. They've been done to death. But, nah, he's actually a very good man. He really is. It's just fun to say he's corrupt, because he's not. You can't trust anything I have to say. You know that. I haven't taught you anything. Yeah, SpongeBob. SpongeBob face. There we go. Anyway. Are you looking forward to it? How is your mental state with that? Is my question. I'm wondering if you think you're out of that slump, or what the deal is with that. I wish that I could help you out of that. I never get in slumps myself. I can't relate. Too good. Teamsters. I just want to be doing something else at this point. Val, what's up, buddy? Hello, good sir. I think I want to take a break from the creative work and do quick studies for a while, like a la prima, small size portraits, 1 per painting session. Good. Just to practice proportions drawing, because I find that's the part that frustrates me the most. You need to be doing bark drawings. I'm telling you, you need to get that out of the way. You have to do them, man. You got to take that hit. You got to take it to the face. It's not really down there, is it? Oh, that's actually dark down there. That's why. You gotta take it to the face, man. Not gonna happen. Well, shit. You know what's not gonna happen is freaking skill's not gonna happen. You got to do that. If I went through it, you have to go through it, jerk. You gotta do it, man. You know what? I think a lot of the problem with bar drawings is the fact that we look at them as crap and we make ourselves not want to do it. So you know what? I'm going to be incredibly positive and I'm going to bring back. It was never back or never here, but I'm going to make bar drawings fun again. That is the key. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, graphic designers. I just think that it would help you out tremendously. I really do. Because at some point, you're going to have to figure out you're going to have to organize your mind in the structure of how to properly go about developing a drawing and making those like subtle marks. What's up, Darksy Boy? Darks. It's like making vacuum cleaning fun again. It's not possible. But the room cannot be cleaned unless it is vacuumed. Garks. How's it going, Garks? Garks. Ah, Garksy Boy. Garks. Okay. Man. Garks. We need to vacuum the room, Quellar. Thank you, Hammy. Thank you. Hammy is... Don't really agree with her, but I know where she's going with this, which is good. I do agree with that, kind of. You know... I don't know, man. Did I finally break? Is that the question you want to go with? You know me better than probably anybody here. You really think I hadn't broken before? You really think that I'm not hanging by a thread at all times during the day? Or my mind is always in the gutter. This is blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what Hammy says. Look, Quellar, this is coming from a point of caring. There is no such thing as love. I was going to say love. It's not love because there's no such thing as love. I care about the betterment of humanity. I believe that you can play an important part of that if you knew how to draw. And from my very highly expert opinion, that looks good, but let me take that down some. You need to learn how to draw, man. You need to get the subtlety of the angles and such, the hands, and you need to get that. It's not just like being more detailed, it's being more accurate on a very basic level, a subtle level and a basic level, getting the big shapes. It's what you need. You need it. Now, if there's a way outside of bar drawing, fine. You know? But the reason why bar drawing is so annoying is because it teaches you these things and they're hard to do. That's why it's so hard, is because it's teaching you those skills. And you need to know how to do that shit. You do. Help me help you, Quellar. All right, so what do you have in mind? Is there another way that you know of? I know there's ways. I know there's ways. Which way are you planning on going? And don't tell me the Loomis method. I don't want to hear the Loomis method. Studies. Portrait and figure studies. All right, we'll keep doing them. That's fine. Look, as long as you keep on trying to bring in the, like, you need to have a structure. That's it. If you want to do the portrait figure studies, fine. I think you can get a long way with them. The Riley method. I don't really know how to draw. No, you can't tell with this window. Quildarius Maximus. That was horrible. I knew that would happen, and yet I didn't. Dad's doing good, thanks, man. He's just resting today. His legs have been, he's been very unstable on his legs recently. I think last Wednesday I probably overdid it by taking him to my studio, because Wednesday I have to travel a lot, and I had to take him everywhere with me, and it was probably too much for him. And I think he probably strained his legs. So he's just been taking it easy recently. But it's tricky because it's like I'm trying to rehab him at the same time, but you don't know because he has dementia. So it's like you can't say, hey, how do you feel? Is it your leg that's hurting? Are you just stiff? Or are you in pain? You know, you can't always say. You have to play detective and kind of figure it out. And if not, you can make it worse. But if he does nothing, like doing nothing might make it better, but it could make it worse if he's always sitting down, right? Because he needs to rehabilitate. He needs to regain his muscle and his legs and maintain movement and motion and such. And so it can be very tricky. I'm essentially trying to do the job of a professional while maintaining my career and helping out him as much as I can. So it's very tricky right now trying to figure this stuff out. It's a real challenge, because it's like I don't always know why he's in pain. So yeah, it's kind of it's a tricky situation. But I know he's much happier at home than he was in the retirement home we put him in, the memory care unit. I know it's obvious he's doing better. He's smiling much more than he was. I mean, it's obviously better, so that's a good thing. That's a plus. Yeah, and that's the thing with dementia. It's it's like you can't figure things out. You can't. It's a very hard thing to have to deal with. I don't know. I don't feel like one. I feel like a jackass. I feel like an asshole, really. I really do. I always feel like I could be doing better with it. I don't know why. I feel like I don't do, like, I don't know. Can't really put it into words. It's very tricky, this. I don't want to make it, like, so sharp. I need to make it a little bit blurrier, but this is very meticulous here. It's like, how's your mom doing? Oh, by the way, Val, if you're here, that's really funny what you said to that dude when you did the D&D. I was thinking about that this morning. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. I didn't know you could do that. Shit. That's not right. Hatch that out better, I guess. Yeah. That's genius. I was too tired to really appreciate it last night, and then I started thinking about it this morning. That's why I got off. I was dead. I couldn't do it. I was just, planning. I think the vacation was pretty demanding on her, so I can tell her energy level is dialed back a bit now. We're home again. You got back last week, right? I think he did, excuse me. On the 18th, cool. Shortly after ETO is getting pretty tired. Yeah. Like, it's weird. It's kind of a good feeling. See, the reason why I like doing that type of stuff, especially like in the evenings, Val, you probably have the same feeling, is that it's better than, for me, it's better than just sitting and doing nothing. Like, I'm exercising my brain. And like, that's something where you can really push yourself, because I know so many things I need to work on, which is good. And I was doing that, but then I actively felt myself just like slowing down and just and crashing. And so it's a very peaceful feeling. But at the same time, you're like, if I don't go to bed like within 20 or 30 minutes, I'm in trouble. Which is what happened. But I had a good time last night. This is all drawing. It's very subtle, but then I want to have the nice effect of it kind of being blurred out just a little bit, which it's just so detailed. Now this is why I painted, like, this is wet here, but I left this so that I could, use my hand to paint. I'm going to leave the sky in here so that when I paint the figure, I can still paint, but I'll have to not touch that right there. So this is the strategy that I'm using right now, but most of the time you want to develop the painting all at once. No, everybody hears. Most people don't care about that, but shit. Actually, no, that's not good. Just go back into it. Anyway, let's move this up just a little bit. It's good to be able to make these small, subtle corrections. They actually go a long way. But at the stage, sometimes you're taking a little bit longer than usual at this stage to get these corrections in. But once they are in, once the painting comes, like, you're able to start detailing and such. Once you get the drawing, in other words, the painting starts coming together really, really, really fast, which is nice. It's just how it is. It's just how it is, guys. Shit. So, if you don't want the painting muddy, you can paint slow like I'm painting, but also going back to your palette quite a bit, because you go back to your palette with the brush, you're constantly cleaning the brush off and reloading it with proper paint, and then you focus when you go up to paint, and it's going to be less muddied. Blur this out just a little bit. Son of a bitch. Why do I have this here anyway? I don't need this. Stay, bitch. Okay, Mr. Mackey. Alicia asked me to sign us up for a local paint night we're doing with her best friend and her mom. It should be an interesting experience. Agreed. That's really cool. It's nice that she wants to do that with you. There we go. Trust you is annoying. It's annoying, Miz. It's annoying. It's not gonna make people happy. We can do better, I think. I think we can do better than him. There we go. That was a little bit too much. Mithrith. Mizzle Rizzle. Of the House Mizrizi. There's now a House Mizrizi. That's it. Trust you. Trust you. All right. You tell that to Zerx and Val. And everybody else. It's not just me, Miz. You know this. You know this. Search your heart, young gnome. Search your heart. Are you doing it? We don't need to prove anything to these losers, the poor sports. We don't need to do that, man. Just because maybe that's not what you're saying. If it is, I'm just saying I would not have him in just to make a point. Maybe you're not doing that. The crazy lady kinda said she was wrong. Oh, okay, it's not that. Are you talking about what crazy lady? 'Cause we're surrounded by them right now. I don't know if you've noticed. Not in this stream. Kind of not. There's other crazy ladies out there. You always have to be wary of the crazy ladies. Oh, turtle bitch? Yeah. She said she was wrong? All right, well, that might change my opinion slightly about her. Okay, I respect that. That's good. I respect that. Good for her. I'm not trying to destroy, well, I'm kind of trying to destroy her after that, but, you know, she just needs to cool off. Poor leadership, people make mistakes. Well, read the whole post. She said she was right at the same time. I don't know what to think, Miz. Actually, I do know what to think. But why are we Are you gonna tell me why we're taking this gentleman? Give me a good reason. I want a good reason. The reason being is because it's gonna affect what you and I have to deal with. Pure grade, 100% crazy. There's Zerx. All right. So where are we going with this? I want to know. Keep in mind, it's not like freaking DJL watches this. I want to know. I want to know what your reasoning is here. That he just annoys the hell out of me, and other people too. It's not just me. So if there's a reason, I'm genuinely curious, Miz. So the post, yeah, I'll read it. I'm not gonna read it on the stream, obviously. Who? I don't know if Miz wants to say. It's the same people here. Miz, you tell Zerx who. Tell Zerx who. Oka, there you go. Okay. He wants to take Oka. I don't want to take Oka. I don't want to take him. I think he's a jackass, but I want to. But he says trust him, so I want to. Is there something I don't know? Is there something I don't know? And look, man, I'm all for taking some good players, but we can do better than that, especially now. I don't think we, and Xerxes says it's not because we're trying to like say, hey, he plays with us, prove a point. I would never do that. But by the way, I don't know why I'm using a small brush. Screw it though, doesn't matter. It's gonna get a little bit darker and actually raise this up some. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, not because of that. You're being very cryptic. Why are you being such a jerk? Tell me, I want to know. Is that why? Because we don't need him to do that. We don't need him to do that. I don't want to grind ourselves into powder over time to do that. Like, we can do that without him. Don't you think? Trust. Miz, trust me is not a reason. There's Val. Val's talking about powder. Trust me is not a reason, Miz. There has to be a reason. You can know. You can't leave. Don't go right now. Miz, don't go. Come on. What do you have, work? Come on. You can't leave me with that. Oh, gosh. Okay, I mean, it's fine. Later. See ya. Alright, what are we doing with the building here? Whew. Just trying to. This is all drawing, this thing. I'm not observers. But what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? I just don't want to have to deal with bullshit. Trust me. Okay. Merc mode? To go up against SPM? Is that what you want to do? Oh shit. Stupid move. I just need to focus. Is to go up against SAS? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I read that. I don't know what you're talking about, though. That's still good. I mean, if he has a plan, and it's a good plan, it has to be a good plan, though. Well, I'm worried about two things. The queue taking forever, that's one. And number two, Discord getting out of control. And then the third one is a lot of these guys are leaders, and they're going to start butting heads. Like, especially Oka is, like, he might be a nice guy, but he's so obnoxious, and I just don't like listening to him. And you know me, I'll eventually say something that rubs them the wrong way, or rubs people the wrong way, and so, I don't know. Oh, Circe, this is what I was talking about in the very beginning. This is what I wanted to avoid. Just wanted a chill night. It's okay, we have other chill nights. We'll make it happen. I'm still having fun. I just hope it doesn't become like you said, out of control. Which I feel like it kind of is. Yeah, and we can do our own thing. That's the cool thing about this. I mean, we have a quite a nice setup right now, if I may say so. It is a nice setup. I'm having fun. It's more of just the atmosphere in the chat, which I think should still be okay. If they're respectful, it's fine. You know, if they want to play, you know what? That's fine. But I mean, trust me is not a a compelling argument. But we will see. Yes, I just want to get this painting done. I think I'll be happy once I get this thing complete. You know, I love doing what I do, but sometimes I don't like what I'm doing within that. It's kind of what's happening right now. I like doing a painting of my uncle, but I wish that it was more in person. It's always it's always better doing something in person, I think. It really is. I've spoken about this extensively. It's such a better painting when it's done in person. So that's kind of like that. I can bring a light up from there. I gotta step in front of the camera. No, the camera's on the side pretty good, so I just need to straighten some of these lines up just a little. They, to me, go over that way, so I might need to bring them back. Just the nature of this. I noticed this a couple paintings ago, that with the camera angle, I'm used to staying on the side, so I kind of screw things up. Right. Yep. All right, Hammy, I'll see you. Thanks for being here. You take care, okay? I'll see you soon. You be good. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Whew. Painting shadows in across the building right now, but then I'm going to paint the tree on over it in a very brushy effect once this paint has dried. And for it to dry, I think I'm going to have to take it home this week and let it dry, and then do the details afterwards next week. That's my thoughts on this. Those are my thoughts on this. So I don't necessarily need to do so much detail, especially up in here, because there's actually a tree kind of coming up into it, but I just need to have kind of the under part of everything painted. You don't want it like too detailed either, which I run the risk of quite often of making things a little bit too much. Yeah, like that was not correct. So when choosing a varnish, is there anything to watch out for? You don't want it to yellow. I would either go for Damar varnish, which actually that's what I would recommend. I use Salivar gloss varnish. Let me see if I have some here. I don't think I have any because normally I order some because it can go bad. It can become very misty after a while if it's just sitting, and in my studio especially it can sit for a while. But Soluvar, Soluvar varnish is very good because that's also, I think it's water-based, but that can sit on top of oil, and it does very good in protecting against UV. I mean, I think that should be fine. Yeah, as long as it's not. I mean, Damar varnish, I think you're now lavender number 6. I don't know what that is specifically, so I can't say. I wouldn't go with the spray-on. I think I stay away from the spray-ons. I just don't know enough about them to really recommend that. So. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do, but there. Let's bring the top down just a little bit. Actually, that does go over it, doesn't it? Yes, it does, and then there's a little. Yeah. There we go. Okay. The brand is Chelsea. We'll get it. Yeah, should be fine. And if you're worried about it, you could always do a little test and experiment with it. But the main thing to do when you're varnishing Queldar is to get a nice even coat on it. You don't want it to dry part way through you doing it, because then it's like you can't get it right after that. It kind of sucks. Yeah, you just need to be smooth about it, right? You just need to be smooth. And what some people do as well, what you can do is pour it into like a little plastic bowl and stir it a little bit. Stir it. When I do mine, I kind of do a shake. You don't want to shake air bubbles into it, but you can kind of, I swirl mine around a little bit so it kind of mixes it. The best thing to do though is to have a bowl and to actually stir it a little bit so there's no air bubbles. And what you're doing, you're making sure there's no clumps and you're making sure it's nice and even. Just like if you were painting a room, you want to stir it first. And so then you go into it and paint. And I still pour just a little bit on, and then I'll just lightly brush it into it, make sure everything's very even, and then I let it sit for a couple of days, like 2-3 days, and then you're good. That's my technique with it. And it's always worked for me. Oh, cool. Hammy. The hamster. Y'all are so nice to each other. I'm being stupid. Put this in the wrong place, didn't I? Look at this. Dumb. There we go. Is it just me, or does the front of that building look like it's sloping down? Yeah, it is going down a little bit. Thanks for pointing that out. We'll bring it up some. See, I'm looking at it at a different angle. That's why I should probably raise this one, just being lazy. So if we can, let's make a little adjustment here. Yeah, it is going down some. Let me bring it up. I'd say about something like this. That looks better. Probably there, so I'm just pushing it up. Which this needed to thin anyway, so that kind of works. Looks better to me, huh? There it goes up a little bit here. Slight. There we go. Let's try that. How's that look? That looks a little bit better. Yeah. Good job, Hammy. All right, what we got? Ooh, nice. That. Where is this? Okay, that was right here. So this is as dark as I want. We're in with the Indian red. We're using Indian red, yellow ochre, and ultramarine blue mixed with a touch of white to get this expert color that you see here before your eyes. Ooh, baby. Shit. So I'm purposefully keeping this a little bit darker than it actually is in reality. And the reason being is because I want the figure to pop. Needs to pop. Put some contrast in. Expand the value, the range of lights and darks. We would do this all by suppressing our values and our feelings. Always suppress, repress your feelings in life. I find it's best to hold it all in. Just hold it in. Bottle it up. I don't know what you're talking about, Hammy. I can pronounce just fine. Just fine. Bottle it up. People are gonna have feelings, but they're not worth anything. Okay, that works. Now, But how glorious that explosion will be. And, you know, also, the bottle that is made of glass will not explode. It will hold it in because that is a strong bottle. Men, Amy. It's a metaphor or a comparison. It's one of the two. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. How do we do this? Soft brushes, strokes. Very soft. To contrast the sharp. Arr. And then those bushes actually come up over Hammy, if you knew it was a metaphor, why did you challenge my genius? What did you got? Good. I like that answer. That's a good answer. I don't know. I don't know. Corruption? It's truth. Okay? Y'all need to learn to stop trying to challenge me. Simply because I don't want to be challenged or grow. Just go with it, okay? That makes sense. That makes sense. Just keep on working this bitch. That's pretty much, I mean, well, no, this is not good actually. Do a little bit better than this. I was gonna say, I don't need to get as detailed in that area. I just need to make sure the drawing's correct. And the reason being is because I'm gonna put that tree over it later on. So it's like I could probably even get away with being a little bit more impressionistic. But I'm just trying to get the overall drawing values and such. The more accurate it is, drawing-wise, the better it's gonna look. I don't know if y'all can tell, but maybe can you tell a difference between this and this right now? And if you can, this is looking chalky because the oil is actually sunken in. It's dry, so that's why I'm trying to get it done within the period of time in which it is wet. So I'm trying to do that. There's certain things, like up in the lights, it's easier because it doesn't sink in as much. Yeah, and so that's when you oil this out, when you varnish it, and Queller probably knows this, it becomes more vibrant and rich of how it was when I originally painted it. And so you probably go back to a previous stream, see when I was painting that, which was last week, and you'll actually see the difference. So it's one of the things that, let me check and see how it looks on stream. On stream, it's okay. There's a lot of reflected light for you guys there, but I'm looking at it as a little bit different of an angle. So. Guys, I am, I tell you. Whew. So we're getting good work done, though, I have to say. We're getting pretty decent work done today. I should more or less get most of this stuff done, I think. Start up top here. My main concern is fixing the drawing. Everything I do, I want to fix the drawing. I like that because now there's a proper contrast. It kind of makes that pop out a little bit more. So that was my goal for this part of the painting, is I wanted to have these pieces glow a little bit more than perhaps they are in the photograph. I just thought that would be a nice little effect to put in. And hopefully I don't lose it. Hopefully I don't lose that effect by overworking it or getting the values incorrect or what have you. It's just how it is. Sometimes you do, sometimes you lose it. Losing in painting, losing in life. I shouldn't have done that while I was painting this. I can fix that stroke. It's kind of bending in because I decided to say life. Xerx, what are you doing? Val, what are you doing? Coquette, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? Live. Right. It's kind of cool. That's incorrect. Damn it. All right, Queldar, thanks for being here, man. You take care. I'll see you soon, okay? Go set up a bark drawing. So annoying. Right. It's better. Should aim from the other side. Then let's get this. And this should be good right here, darker gray. I should aim from this other side as well. Okay, fine. Why? I should have just glided over the paint. Just cut into it. And then glide. We do a cut and then glide, and that's it. Got that? Oh, drawing's off. Drawing is off. Okay. Beaches. Just cut it down. Middle one needs to go up just a little bit. Right? Yeah. I thought I brought that down too far. Okay. And that one. And let's go in with the glass. Bushes up into it, thumb. This is how we do it in the hood. Door the hood. Up. About there. Put the glass at the top. Lighten this, lighten this. Oh, I'm quiet. I guess I was focusing. It's kind of one of those things where I'm doing a lot of repetitive things, and I'm trying not to make them look like it's repetitive to me. I'm trying to be equally observant as I go through. You know, really trying to understand what it's a lot of focus for me at this point, just because the level of interest I have in this is right now extremely low, and I just want to get this done. But technically, I need to be pretty sharp right now, and also I'm not breathing when I do that type of work, just so that my hand doesn't shake. It's very meticulous, but at the same time, I want it to be like, I don't want it to look tight. And I do want it kind of a little bit atmospheric here, since it is in the background. So techniques like this, which I'm not sure how much y'all can actually see, but I try to soften some of the lines here. Which the softening technique, you can get in trouble if you actually paint over the line too much. And then change the softness of the line. Then so look at this. This isn't making sense. Look at this one, and then this is just straight there. This is coming up here, and then this needs to go down like that some. So stuff like that just slightly goes down. I just need to make some changes. Let me get a bigger brush. Yeah, it just requires a lot of my attention. And I don't mind talking at the same time. I just, I think don't have a lot of people in chat, and kind of play off them sometimes. And let me bring this down some. Just a little, and I might bring the other one up maybe. No, let's bring this down. I'll just bring this down some. Goes like that. This one I'm going to bring down some too, just a little bit. I just need to make sure the perspective's working, which, like I said, right now is not quite, but I'm going to get it. So this right here, if this is breaking here, this is where it's breaking. Should be coming down. Still kind of going straight across. Let me make a slight adjustment again. All right. Let's see how that looks, and then cut it in with the brick color. So this is how you got to foresee it, and then you got to know how to fix it. Let's see if that looks. No, I did it too far. Let me bring it up just a little bit. Let me bring this back up. That should be the angle right there. That should be the angle. And then I'm going to cut it up with this. Push the paint up. How's that look? It's looking a little bit better. And then I think what's going to help is if I bring this up some, but I need to go with a darker color. I think this should be it. There. Take a dark color here, put a slight shadow underneath, but it needs to be thinner. And then go back through with the shadows. Add some color, keep the value dark. Add some more Indian red, go back into the dark value. We have color in the shadows and go back through and hatch in the shadows going across the building, subtle implications here and there. There we go. That's fine because I think, there we go, that's looking better to me, and then I need to fix the roof to match that, so you have to look at the whole thing all at once. And start working up top. Start working up top a little bit. All right. Let's go to the roof, go into the gray, add some orange, touch of Indian red. See how that looks. A little bit too green. Which means it needs a little bit more Indian red. Change this. Drop that just a little bit. Stand back, see how that looks. Squint. It's a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to look better, huh? There's a nice shadow here, actually, on the building. I'll put that in a second. I'm going to go over this again, just paint this, and see what I can do up top here today. See if I can finish this area. Don't need to have a very long stream. I kind of trying to conserve my energy. It's been running a little bit low recently. And just to give a little bit of variation, they're coming in with a slightly lighter value. Add some color. Kind of just go into this. Put a little bit of variation in the roof, but it can't be too much or too little. It's just the right amount. So it doesn't need to be overworked, but fix that edge in a second. Let's go in with the shadow. Let's see if there's any brush that would suffice for the shadow so far. I suppose I could. I'll just get another one. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go in with this here. Shadow, and I'm going to put a touch of ultramarine blue into it. Lighten it up just a little bit. Lighten it up more. Ultramarine blue. Cool it off just a little bit. Touch of cobalt so it dries quicker. Cobalt blue. There we go. That should be a nice shadow. And then it's getting the actual shape of it. So there's a little bit here. There like that. And then it kind of comes across there. And it drops down to this point there. So it's like 1. And it goes down to here, 2. This angle 3, and then it kind of swoops up like this, 4, like that. That's it. Come across, flip the brush to get the rest of the paint. Smooth edge. There. And then I'll go back into it. I'll lighten it up just a little bit, maybe. Nah, I'm not gonna lighten that. I'm gonna take that back. And then work the rest of the edge in. That's it. This is how we do it. And what what I can do as well is, since I'm working on the building, I can start hatching the sky in just a little bit around it, but I don't want to go too much because I kind of want to do the sky all at once. Something like that. And then go back in with the shadow just a little. Something like this. Shadow. Actually going to lighten it just a little bit. Bring a little bit of coolness into it. There. Let's try this. Let's see if this looks good. This still looks okay. There. Now, let's do this. It's okay, I guess. Let's bring a little bit of sky into it, just a little, just to shape that roof, work the roof at the same time. To do that, I'm going to get a synthetic, just because I feel like it, which is, where is it? Just use this one, that's fine. Bit of synthetic work going on here. Add the cloud, just as a cloud. Add a little bit of Indian red. The sky that I mixed actually has some orange in it, so it's not going to be like totally blue like a lot of the paintings you've seen me do before, because the person who commissions me a lot of pieces, he really likes that rich blue, and so I could say it's more stylized, it's less realistic, but that's what he likes. I don't like it as much. Obviously, you know, sometimes it's satisfying, like, oh, that's a cool blue down, but I mean, I like also at the same time making it look realistic. So, let me put a little bit more blue in there, just a touch. That should do it. Something like that. And then I'm just going to work the edge, because, you know, honestly, working the edges of your work, getting the proportions correct, but then going through and being smart enough about working those edges in, it will make the drawing actually look better. So that's like way too sharp, but once I soften that, it's going to actually tie that area in together much better than I have, or much better than it is right now, rather. So it's kind of the idea behind it. So we're working the drawing, which is like the actual shape, and I'll go back into it with the line edge. Make sure that that is correct. That's why I'm working this area in while it's wet. You don't want to do half of it, you know, like you don't want to do it half and half, because you'll be working like a wet edge into a dry edge, and that never really looks good. You kind of have to work the edges at the same time. Just a little bit here, right? I mean, you can make it look okay, but all right. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in, this is a synthetic, and I wouldn't recommend doing this. I'm going to see if I can really get a nice edge to it, but I'm going to make a, I need to make a value. I actually might already have a nice value that's in between. Place it here, and then I'm just going to work this edge just a little bit. I think I can do this. Soften this edge. Needs a little bit of work. It's oftentimes back and forth. It's looking a little bit better, but anyway, let me go into the actual building now. All right, Hammy, I will see you. Thanks for being here. It's good having you, Hammy. Get some work done. All right, bring this up here. Something like that. Right. And we have that piece. It's a little bit darker up top. Hey, Coquette, how are you doing? Hey, don't worry about it. I'm just happy you're here, you know, even just for a little bit. I really appreciate it. Right. What's the phone? No. This one. There we go. 3 hat sales. Ooh, nice, nice. Which hats are they? The Halloween ones? Those deserve to be sold. I really like those. Let me cut that in. Black Witch hat and 2 of the mermaid versions. Wait. Nice. Good job. It's good to sell stuff, doesn't it? Okay, that. What is this? Oh, that was the roof. I can use this color for here. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then another one here. Yes. Right there. Goes ours. Love that. I can light up. Ooh. There. Cool it off. More. I'll go with that. I think this should be good. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's see how this looks. It's okay. Then go in with the smaller brush. It's here. Probably there. Warm it up with a little orange across. It's too light or too dark. Lighten this up. That's it. That's the color.
ridiculous.
All it's looking alright. Bring light out of just one piece. A little bit darker, just back and forth. Bruh. Well, well, well. Val, what's up, buddy? Alright, man. Alright. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Ah, yes. GY Camping Fools! I wish I could join you guys. Val, do you have work tomorrow? GY Camping Fools! Garrix. The building's looking damn good. Oh shit, didn't do anything there. You have work tomorrow? Dang it. It's looking pretty good. Dang it. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a biscuit. I pull my pallet down just for a second. My hand's like stuck in this position. Stretch it out, man. Oof. It's coming along, looking good. About a lot done. Still touch up that building. Maybe I'll touch it up tomorrow. I can still work on it some. There's still a lot of touch-ups I got to do around here. Touch that up. Okay, so work on the building, finish the grass, and I can get it to the street. Or, no, I don't want to do the street. Maybe I do the street last. I can do that side of the street. Top. How much do I really need? I need to work. Do that. Oh yeah, that was wet. Of course I knew that, and I still put my finger in it. Just like freaking, whatever, it doesn't matter. That I did not finish. All right, I'm going to call it for the stream today. I'm going to conserve my energy with this because I just need to conserve my energy with this. Paint better if I stop now. I think I have some stuff I need to correct tomorrow. Go back into it, get it fixed, be able to paint tomorrow. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm streaming tomorrow. And guys, thank you so much. And Zerx, Val, Crockett. I'll see y'all, Zerx and Crockett, I'll see you tonight. Some epic ponage going on. I can't get on yet. You need to conserve your strength for all the cheating tonight. I know, we got to cheat. Zerx, I can't get on yet, buddy. There's a lot of stuff I got to do. I just can't. I got work. Yeah. I'll try to get on early if I can. I'll try. It's just it's tricky. One of us. Or afternoon. I got you, Crockett. Yeah, we got to make sure we cheat pretty good tonight. Trying to play that up as much as I could. Anyway, got some good stuff. I'm pleased with it. All right, guys. I'll see you in a bit.